Does having before and after pictures on your dental website actually improve your conversion rate? Stick around and I'm going to show you why it may not be such a good idea if you're looking to get more new patients. Hi, I'm Nick from RevUp Dental, and in today's video, I'm going to show you a case study of how before and after pictures on your dental website may actually be scaring away your new patients. A lot of dental websites feature before and after pictures showcasing the amazing work that dentists has done for their past patients. It makes logical sense, doesn't it? If you want to get more dental implants cases, for example, you need to showcase what a great job you've done for your past patients. How else are you going to stand out from every other dentist in the area that also offers implants? Well, we put this theory to the test. We created two versions of our dental implants page, one of them that had before and after photos and one that didn't, and we set up a test using Google Optimize, so whenever someone visited the dental implants page, 50% of them would see the original version without any before and after pictures, and 50% would be shown the page that did have before and after pictures. We let that experiment run for a month, and here's the results. Google determined that there is a 100% probability that the original version of the landing page, the one that didn't have any before and after photos, was the better page. In a sample size of nearly 300 unique visitors to our dental implants page, the original version that didn't have any before and after photos had an average time on page of 4 minutes and 3 seconds, while the version that featured before and after photos only had an average of 48 seconds before people left the website. But here's the most important stat to look at, the conversion rate. How many new patient leads did each page generate? The original page that didn't have any before and after photos had a 10.06% conversion rate and secured 17 new patient leads, while the dental implants page that did have the before and after photos only had a 6.45% conversion rate and only received 8 appointment requests. That's a huge difference. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, it's only a sample size of 300 users. Maybe it's just a fluke, right? Normally, I would agree with you here, but it turns out there's such a big difference between the performance of both pages that Google simply didn't need a large sample size of thousands of users to make the call on which page is better. In just a few weeks and with only 300 users, Google Optimize was 100% confident that the original page, the one without any before and after photos, was actually the better page. The other thing to keep in mind is that to drive 300 unique visitors to your website who are looking for dental implants is actually very expensive. According to Google, there's somewhere around 165,000 people every month in North America who are looking for dental implants online. This is a very competitive niche in the dental industry, and there are tens of thousands of dentists who would want to show up anytime someone in their area is looking for dental implants. If you were to run a Google AdWords campaign, for example, to attract people to your website who are looking for dental implants, you could expect to pay, according to Google, anywhere from $3.83 per click on the low end, all the way up to $16.60 per click on the high end, depending on which town or city you're in and how competitive it is. While a sample size of 300 people may seem small, keep in mind that to drive 300 unique visitors to your website who are looking for implants could cost you anywhere from $1,100 all the way up to $5,000 or more, depending on where your practice is located. And you have to remember that a new dental implants patient is worth thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars a treatment, so there's a lot of competition to get in front of that prospect. Now, how could having before and after photos on your website make your website worse and attract less patients? Surely this has to be some kind of a mistake, right? You may be thinking to yourself, if I needed dental implants, I would want to see the type of work this dentist has done and see proof that they're really an expert at what they do. Well, here's the problem. Most dental websites out there are not built from the ground up with information, content, videos, pictures that actually impress patients. Instead, they're built from the ground up with content and pictures that the dentist thinks patients want to see. While some dental websites suffer from lack of useful information, there are also a lot of websites out there that have way too much information. It's too complex, too medical, showing things that the patient doesn't actually want to see. Most web developers and marketing companies out there, when they're building a website for a dentist, their primary goal is to make sure that the dentist likes the website. The dentist is writing the check, so the marketing company wants to make sure that the dentist is happy. But when you think about it, it doesn't actually matter whether the dentist likes the website. What matters is if your potential patients like the website. There's often a very big disconnect between, what gets patients to act and what dentists or web developers or marketing companies thinks gets patients to act. Now, for the record, I do think before and after photos can be useful and they can help drive more patients, but not the type of photos that 99% of dentists out there are taking. Let's look at some examples. Here's what we typically see on most dental websites out there when it comes to before and after photos. The photos seem like they were primarily taken for medical documentation purposes rather than to inspire new patients about how this procedure could really transform their lives. The quality and the lighting are usually pretty bad, and in the vast majority of photos, you don't see the eyes or the rest of the patient's face, which makes it feel like you're looking almost like at a crime scene photo of a murder. Usually these photos feature some of the worst cases the dentist has dealt with as well. These photos convey a very different feeling to patients than they do to dentists. To the average patient, these photos look kind of gruesome and they actually make them second guess themselves as to whether or not they really need treatment. Now let's compare the types of photos that Smile Direct Club uses. As you can see in the photos, they look warm and friendly. You can see the patient's entire face, they're smiling, they're happy, they're enjoying life. What this communicates to potential patients is, this could be you. Also notice that the before photos don't look bad either. In the after photo, the patient does look better, but they're still happy and smiling in the before photo as well. It's very subtle, but it's very smart. What it's saying is, you're already beautiful, but we can make you just that much better. Now, Smile Direct Club is a major competitor to most dentists out there, and say what you will about the quality of their service, but you can't argue that they are experts at marketing and they really understand what patients want. As of this video, they've signed up nearly, if not more than 1 million customers. So there's a lot you can learn here. So what's the takeaway? If you have before and after photos on your website, should you get rid of them? Well, if they're not like the type of photos you see on Smile Direct Club, then yeah, I would probably get rid of them or at least test it out. The most important takeaway though is to realize that there is often a huge disconnect between what patients actually want and what the dentists think the patients want. And this is largely why a lot of dental practices out there are struggling and why large companies like Smile Direct Club and Open Care are able to enter the marketplace so easily and really disrupt the whole dental industry. What has worked for dentistry maybe 5 or 10 years ago is not what's going to help you build a successful dental practice today. With the whole industry becoming so competitive, it's never been more important to start taking a more data-driven approach to your marketing. I hope you found this video useful. Again, my name is Nick from RevUp Dental, and for more videos like this one, you can subscribe to our channel or check us out at revupdental.com.